A London-based startup is hoping to transform the car hire industry using a model very similar to that of Airbnb. RideLink allows people to lease out their own vehicles with those behind the phone, saying it can help cut down on some costs and help owners cover the price of maintaining their vehicles. Let's get more from Alexander Stevenson, who is the founder. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. How does it work then? So say I've got a car and I decide I want somebody else to use it. What do I need to do?
There's actually many people just like that with underused cars across London. All they have to do is they can go onto our website at ridelink.com and they can sign up and register, put their vehicle on listed for other people. What we've done is we've partnered with Allianz Insurance to provide this very unique coverage so that it's covered under a separate policy than your own policy while it's being rented. So that way you don't put your own driving bonus at risk, safe driving bonus.
Okay, so the people on the other side who say I need a car for an hour or so
Exactly.
or a day or whatever, they will be able to get this and it will be they'll be covered, they'll be insured.
Yes, absolutely.
So how do you make money out of it then? Because it seems like too good of an offer for it to be free.
Yeah, so we take a small percentage. We take 30% of the rental price, and then we use that money to reinvest back into getting owners more and more rentals, and so that's what we're doing.
The logistics of it then, that must be a bit of a barrier to it, because do I have to be in to make sure someone can come and get my car keys? Or
Today we do require that you're in. We're looking at ways that we could do it without having an in-person key over, but today we do it just like Airbnb. We find that actually our community members usually really like that because they get to meet the actual person who owns the vehicle. It's not the sort of impersonal, sterile experience that you get at a traditional car rental agency. It's much friendlier.
But it must struggle in comparison to the likes of Zipcar, though, where you just get a card and the keys are there and you don't have to worry about dealing with anybody else. And
the difference is that we're actually much lower priced typically than Zipcar, because Zipcar has to buy vehicles, they have to maintain them, they have to pay for parking spots around the city, they have to do all of this work that you're doing and many other people are doing for their car already. All those costs are sort of sunk costs for our owners, and so we're able to have a lower price per day than Zipcar does, which rents by the hour.
So some of your users then, some of those who are putting their cars in there, how much can they make?
We have owners making up to a couple thousand a month, actually.
So they're almost a business of their own in
Almost a business of their own for people who have very nice cars, and especially during summertime and busy seasons, you can make quite a bit.
Yeah, do you find people kind of just want to have that fancy car for an event to show off to mates?
Absolutely. There's people who, either for a date on the weekend, a romantic getaway, even weddings. We've had people rent nicer cars for weddings, but then there's a lot of people too around Christmas time want to go home to their parents' house. They live in London, they don't own a car here, and so they rent cars for those reasons too.
The dates will get caught out when that Porsche doesn't turn up on the second time round, won't they?
We've never had it happen. It turns out that because, of course, we screen all of our renters, we take in their driving details and their driver's license. It's a very bad way to do anything.
Okay, Alexander Stevenson from RideLink, thanks for joining us this morning. Good to get your thoughts. There we go. So that is that service which allows you to hire out your car, lease out your car, as it were.